loss. Weighing in at 258 pounds. Presenting the number 5 ranked, fighting out of Moscow, Russia. UFC heavyweight contender in the world. Drago Gold Alexander Khan. His opponent fighting out of the red corner. And now, introducing a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 83 inches tall, weighing in at 216 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet, fighting out of Moscow, ranked UFC heavyweight contender, presenting the number contender in the world, Sergey. And when the action begins, Pablo Beer, our referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Taking place, not lost on Alexander Volkov, June 22nd, 19. You know the date upon which this fight is taken, 41, the date on which Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Russian Sergey Pavlovich. Volkov bringing that up in our fighter meeting and fighting his fellow here tonight. This fight clock is brought to you by eBay Motors. Volkov in white this week. You know,
not talking about Volkov, you know.
Pavlovich in black.
Bringing up all of the history, the history of between these two.
Yeah,
as we said.
Credit. You know, Alexander Volkov said they were teammates, but then Sergey said,
right.
On the weigh-ins, he was...
Well, Sergey, too, said, hell, I might have spoke to you more when I was at AK than I did.
On their relationship, but Volkov...
To Volkov.
They did have decidedly different takes.
Yeah.
Talk specifically about Pavlovich's preparation for Derek Lewis. He felt like...
The interesting thing, when you look at both of these fighters, of course, they're known for...
He was a huge asset, and...
Yes, he did.
You know?
And the devastating striking, knockout ability, of course, so a kickboxing affair. That's not what they are. I said to them both, I said, you know, will this just be primarily... Basically, they said, no, we got some tricks up our sleeves. We'll be setting things up. But all fights start on the feet. Of course, tricks I would assume would be a few takedowns, would be clinches, and that is where they shine.
In camps prior, camp in Moscow, Pavlovich has spent some time in South Florida at American Top Team, did this whole...
That's a nice body kick.
Good jab by Pavlovich. He
right to the liver.
Is a ferocious combination of speed and power with those hands.
Now starting to get under pressure a little bit.
Yeah, stung him with that jab.
Yep.
Nice left hand.
Pavlovich is there. Volkov didn't respond well to it.
Kind of stationary.
Kind of squinted his eyes.
Volkov's got to move the head more. Wisely using a lot of lateral movement. Moving around the octagon. And again, you would clearly think that Volkov was the longer guy, but and it's crazy when you look at these two men. Pavlovich with
has the longest reach in the UFC.
Reach advantage.
Ooh. Oh, nice stick there by Volkov.
Jab from Volkov, Pavlovich loading up.
That's what Volkov needs more of.
Kicks, right?
More of those kicks. Go to the leg, bring it up high to the head. Keep him at bay. Sting him, go to the body.
You can tell just how by this guy, man.
He's keeping the shoulder. He's keeping that shoulder high.
Mindful Volkov is of the consequences.
He's done. He's almost tucking his head like a turtle. He's like, you are not catching my 2 months.
Volkov says it was more like 3 years.
Did.
And Pavlovich says that they sparred together for about a year or 18. But regardless, in that amount of time when you're sparring together, what they're weak at. Now, granted, that was a while ago. They've both improved. You get a feel for each other. You know what each person is good at, these fighters. But at their core, at the heart of what their K possess.
Well, to this point, Volkov has been the one that has landed the better shot.
Of each other know the dangers that each other...
And that's partly because
Nice jab by Volkov.
Yeah, his jab is nice. Pavlovich cannot get inside the range. Right.
Pavlovich able to land one of his own on the counter. He raises the guard. Volkov wisely.
And because Sergey's so powerful, he almost parry yourself. Get your hands up high and make sure you don't take anything clean. Like loads himself before he enters, so he can almost. Every time
That's
he comes,
nice. That was really nice. The oblique kick to the left.
he really kind of like sets his feet to explode.
Stamped it down, used the jab.
Beautiful
Leading of Pavlovich with that long jab, man.
body kick there a moment ago by Volkov.
Volkov got the nose, keeping him at range.
Obviously, the last time Pavlovich was in action was against Thomas Aspinall. You know, you got to wonder. I mean, he said he took a long time back, did a whole wellness checkup, time to make sure that his health was correct. He didn't want to rush, but the psychological damage recovers from getting in there, getting back in the ring when you're sparring. That doesn't recover by going to a doctor.